Oh no. Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh, it has been a long time since I've sat in front of a camera. It's like staring down the barrel of a gun. Except instead of bullets coming out, it's just going to be harsh criticism. I had a sort of a close run-in tonight, and I just got really fired up, and I wanted to yell, and I wanted to talk to somebody about it. Oh, I just didn't know who to call. Couldn't call my girlfriend because I really didn't want her to like get worried. Definitely couldn't call my mother. I know that my mother would say, it's like, oh, Levi, you can call me anytime. And I know I can. I know I can call my mother. She's lovely. And I'll talk to her about anything, but I'm not going to call her 5 minutes after I almost get hit by a car. I bought a motorcycle, for those that don't know. It's a absolute gorgeous motorcycle. I love the thing. It's been giving me some problems with like the battery. I gotta figure out something with that, man. I don't know like what the problem is. It seems to be doing okay now. It seems to be holding a charge, but I broke down twice so far, and I don't even have my tags on it yet. I still have temporary tags. The first time it went out, that one was kind of my fault because it was really like sputtering and I didn't know what the problem was. At one point, like I was just like, well, let's just see how much gas is left, and there was no gas left in it. And I was like, what? I filled it up like 70 miles ago. There's no way that this 5 gallon, no, it's a 5 gallon tank. There's no way that this 5 gallon tank only goes 70 miles. That's like a what? 14 miles per gallon. But when I figured that out, I was right across the street from the gas station. So I just rolled over, got some gas, and then it wouldn't start. It just got a bunch of clicking noises like, oh my gosh. I had to get my girlfriend to come pick me up. And luckily, she knew somebody that had a trailer. Because this was like 7 o'clock at night, I think on like a Sunday. Wait, yeah, wasn't it? No, it was Mother's Day. I remember, yeah, it was Mother's Day. But so like I couldn't like go to like U-Haul and like borrow a or like and rent a trailer or whatever. It was, yeah, I was pretty much SOL. I was stuck at the Carl's Jr. parking lot thinking I kind of want a burger at this point, but I feel like I might cry into it. But luckily, my girlfriend is awesome, and she actually knew somebody that he and his father used to ride motorcycles a lot. I believe he doesn't have a motorcycle anymore, but he still has his trailer that is actually made for motorcycles. And so they were very kind, picked me up, took me back to my apartment. It turned out to be just a bad battery. There was something wrong with like inside the battery that it could not hold a charge. The second time I broke down, I actually went for like a pretty long ride because I was getting a lot more comfortable. There was this place up in the mountains, which is just a fun trail. But on the way back, I decided to stop at the park where I live next to, because it's a gorgeous view. I love it. Problem was that like I got up there, I was like kind of at the top. I stopped, admire Pikes Peak. I was like, oh, what a nice, pretty view. And then I go back to get on my motorcycle again, click. Like there was just one like, but then there was like, it wasn't like the recurring clicking. I'm like, no. After about 30 minutes of panic, I figured out that the cable that goes from like my like switch down to the actual starter was loose. Well, by the time I figured that out, I already called Dina. So I just pushed it back in, started it up, and I was like, whatever. Well, so she got there. I was trying to be romantic. I was like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I did call you out here, but since it's working, let's have a nice romantic moment here at the spot. And it was good for like 15 minutes. And then when I came back, and it was drained. It was a drained battery. I don't... Since then, I've had no problems. I got off on a whole tangent about the motorcycle, and I didn't even get to the part where like I almost get hit. I'm sorry. I rode my motorcycle over my girlfriend's today, and on the way back, I was stopped at an intersection. And honestly, I don't even think that's the dangerous intersection on that road. But now I'm thinking I kind of don't want to take that intersection at night anymore. So there's 3 lanes, and there's 1 lane off to the left that is the like turn lane. It's a red light. I am stopped at that light. As I was sitting there, there was a dude in like a big white, like probably soccer mom type looking car that just comes flying up that left turn lane, cuts right back in front of me, and continues driving up on that road. And I was like, oh my gosh. If I was in my truck, I still would have been scared, because it was still kind of like wow, that was really close to someone driving really fast and doing something incredibly dangerous. It was just the fact that at the time, I was in a vehicle that only had 2 wheels, no seatbelts, and no airbags. It's that kind of stuff that makes me like, get very scared about like, riding my motorcycle. I've tried my best to be very safe and to take the proper precautions. And like I wear gloves. I always wear a helmet. I don't always wear gloves, and I don't always wear like my leather jacket. Like if I'm going down to the grocery store, which is less than a mile away, I was like, no, it's fine, especially when it's 90 degrees out. I always wear a helmet, and I always wear like boots that like cover my ankles, just because stuff happens. I did drop the bike once, but I don't really count that as a wreck, mostly for my pride, and secondly because it was at night and it was on a hill and I didn't know what I was doing. So I guess all I'm saying is like double check, make sure there's no other motorcyclists around you. Don't do anything, crazy. I mean, don't do anything crazy in your car in general, but if you see me running around, keep your craziness at a distance. That's all I really want to talk about. I'm going to try to come back on and talk about more fun stuff, like the fact that I have a girlfriend. Who even knew? So you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. That was a bad outro. That was a bad camera grab. Oh yeah, I'm really into tea now. Big fan of tea. You guys want to see Owen? Oh, he's such a good boy. The counterpart to that ottoman, there's a chair. It's in Joplin. If someone wants to bring it to me, that'd be awesome. Thank you.